Give me a second. I'm trying to put some clothes on. Would have started it a little earlier, but I've been changing. Vulnerability is key, but y'all not seeing what's underneath. All right, I just wanted to create this video. Let me start over. Hi, YouTube. It's your boy Reed. Y'all gotta work with me. All right. So I'm watching this video by Hindsight. I call him Hindsight, but his YouTube name is Hans HINDZ. I like watching his videos. He's very, very calming. He has that mellow nature. He has that facade about him, that facade, whatever you want to call it. Dang. All right, so let me get this together. So I wanted to sit in a rocking chair and speak to y'all. Okay, I created a blog called Highway Abundance, and then the video on YouTube is just like the vehicle to eternity. And so that's pretty much my interpretation of it, is pretty much on this road, on this journey of success or whatever you want to call it. You're going to need some components. You're going to need some things that are going to benefit you on your road, so you're not just constantly rolling down the hill. You're not constantly chiseling at the hill, but you walking with a confidence. You're walking with a yeah, okay. My next video that I make is going to be not about swag, but more so about like how to be unique in your own skin, okay? But yeah, Lord's willing. All right, so today I created this blog. Before I tell y'all what the name is and everything, I just want to tell y'all about my day real quick. My day is going great. I hope and I pray that your day ends great. I hope it goes. If it started off rumbly, I hope it ends with smiles and gifts. So this morning I talked to my mentor, and we talked a lot about like growth. We talked a lot about vulnerability. We talked a lot about mindset shifting and stuff like that. Hopefully y'all in the near future y'all get to see my therapist. I mean my mentor. But yeah, boom, let's get into it. So right now, this is kind of part 2 to the video that I made yesterday, Vehicle to Eternity. And so this is called Spare Change. Okay, so in that video, I was talking a lot about how you have a car, you have gas, then you have 4 tires, and these 4 tires, you might even have a spare tire. So this is a catalyst to the spare tire. So in that video, I say that the spare tire can be love, it can be faith, but it's pretty much Jesus Christ, because he don't just gives you enough, he gives you everything you need. And so this is spare change, right? So spare change, we could take the 2 words apart. Spare just means extra, and change just means like, it could be like a change like some coins, or it could be change like the, not distribution, but the transformation. And so it's like extra. It's that, like in the Bible, when you read the cup runneth over, this is pretty much that, okay? So yeah, so I'm gonna start off by reading a little piece that I wrote. I said, what is true power without authority? But what is authority without power? 2 men arguing over something greater than both of them combined. We think we know when the life we live is unfashionable to the divine that reigns supreme. These bodies don't provide enough justice for the invisible that is yet to be revealed. So we wait as our Creator turns the wheel. So we wait and praise his words that heal. So for me personally, I got to give myself pep talks. I got to give myself that like dominant edge. I'm the type of person where we might be like football season. Let's go back to football season when I was little. So before a game, you would see me high-fiving everybody, getting pumped with everybody dancing. I'll be in my own little world. We do that. We all come together and we do that. But at times you will catch me go away from the crowd and I'll sit with myself and just sit, think. I might even just listen to a certain song. But it's not necessarily routine, rather than it's like, to me personally, it's like when you're going on a hunt, or let's say a tribe goes on a hunt and they're about to go kill a deer or they're about to go kill a buffalo, right? Before they did that, they would, so to speak, imagine, or they would paint the picture on the ground and then they would shoot that picture, right? And so that's symbolic to a point where it's like, that's where I'm going. That's where I'm headed. That's the point of this right here. That's the point of this moment. And so I always try to take myself out of the moment to rekindle that fire for the moment. I'm expressed to y'all power in two ways. One by a horse, horsepower, and one by a lion. Okay? So horsepower, it's a horse. A horse is I put right here, a devoted and loyal force, built to drive, built for passion, right? So a horse gets its kick out of its strength, right? Because it's a controller of strength. So as a horse, you move in, you walk in, you're fast. You know how to you like, all of this is power. Your body shows your power. But you have no real authority, because once I put a rider on top of you, right? Your rider becomes your handler. And that means this rider is going to he has the reins. So now he's telling you how to steer, how to halt, how to go, how to move, how to do, when to do it, and everything, right? And he also puts a saddle on you for comfort and favor, because he's telling you like, hey, you mine, I like you, we do this. In a different eye, it's instinctively tamed. Okay? Instinctively tamed. So why did I put that? It's because a horse, you don't necessarily train a horse rather than you tame a horse. It becomes a domestic animal. When it becomes a domestic animal, it's not saying that its power is limited, rather than you change the mindset of it, and you pretty much are promoting that it's not as powerful as it may be or it may seem. And so it goes to show, like, horsepower in a car. Horsepower in a car is very, very powerful, but you only think it's powerful because of how hard you can press the gas. But if we was to put that same horsepower on a little go-kart, we're going to really see what that real power can do. It's not saying that the car is not showing real true horsepower, but the power in itself is the true power, not the vehicle that the power is a part of. You get what I'm saying? We can move over to lion's power. So a lion has power not necessarily from his body, but I put right here lion's pride. It's horsepower and it's lion's pride. So the lion, known as the king of the jungle, lives without fear, follows the rule of his father, and protects the authority of his covenant. And I put that because the lion, the king of the jungle, the lion knows that it has a family to take care of, right? But it also knows it plays its part. It plays its role. So in The Lion King, Simba's whole goal when he was little was to roar, right? Why would it be to roar? Roaring has a sense of discipline to it, right? It has a sense of hope to it. It has that nature to it. Because a lion's whole goal is instinctively trained. its whole being is instinctively trained. It's controller of character. Okay? A horse is a controller of strength. A lion is a controller of character. And so you have the roar from the lion, but you also have the stature, which is its dominion and its govern, like like its principles, its security, it's not. I almost say a revolution. I don't want to say rebellion because it's not necessarily rebellion. Rather than it's standing on business. It's standing on service. Okay, and so you can either be a horse or you can be a lion. But that's thinking too literal of it, and you're looking left and right like which one is better. It's not which one is better, rather than are you using the power for your own good, or are you using the power to service others? See, we all look at a lion like, oh, he's a dangerous animal, he's a dangerous beast. Yes, most definitely. But a lion is not just going out there just to hunt things that are less of it. It hunts when it's in need, when it looks to the women or it looks to his kids and they all, oh, we hungry. We need this, we need that. What does a lion go do? Okay, bet. Let's go get fed. Okay? Horses, not saying horses do stuff just kick when they want to kick or play when they want to play. Everything has its time and its moment. But a horse, you don't see horses out in the wild pulling stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't see horses out in the wild, and maybe we don't spend enough time in the wild to know that. But horses aren't using their power because they got power. Usually when you see a horse, you're going to see it running. So what is that? You see a grace about it. You know what I'm saying? So it gets its grace and its favor from its strength, from its body. Like, so it's going to move its body. It's going to be that grace. It's going to be that favor. While a lion has pride in its character, in its authority, in its presentation. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get in. So to talk about what me and my mentor talked about, it was mostly about mindset. That's what this video is all about. It's about mindset. So the mindset is literally attitude. Now, my people about to come in, so I'm gonna have to move around real quick. Desire plus belief channels into faith plus abundance. Oh, I said abundance. Plus obedience equals true power. With this power, you have the ability to change. Heart, start at the heart. Then you have mind. Heart is love, interest, desire, will. The mind is like intellect, planning, imagination, stuff like that. And then it goes into the body, which is like action. So that equals change. From there, you pretty much are put with two things: performance and perspective, which both equals leverage. So to go back to me and my mentor, what we talked about, it was mostly like, let's say the person is poor. A poor mentality, a poor person's mindset, not saying you're broke, just saying you're poor. Poor meaning you always think about pouring into a cup. You always think that you have to give to get, right? So therefore, that means your performance. It's all about performance. How you perform. If I give more, I get more out of it. Okay? But then somebody who has a rich mindset. Somebody who has a rich mindset, meaning they already have, it may not be that they have enough, but they have plenty to see differently. Okay, so that has to do with perspective. So perspective, you look at it objectively, not subjectively. Because if you're looking at it subjectively, then that's all about performance. So it's just subjective thinking and objective thinking. Performance plus perspective equals leverage. So the problem is a poor person looks at a rich person and says, you don't see from my perspective, or you don't see how much work I'm putting in. But then the rich person looks at the poor person and says, but you can't see how much I've already put in to position myself to this level. You know what I'm like work with me. And so it goes until you getting the message, like you understanding the message. Do you accept the message or do you reject the message? Do you understand authority and power, or are you only focused on the placement? Are you only focused on what you can get out of it, like the benefit of being a part? Because it gets to it, like it's honestly all about honesty. Honestly, all about honesty. Hmm. Honesty has to do with integrity. Integrity. When I look up integrity, the definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, the state of being whole and undivided, honesty, unity. And so the problem is we're not working together, rather than we just seeing from different viewpoints. And we're thinking where we stand is right, rather than trying to understand from that person's journey, trying to understand and help feel the need. Help feel the need doesn't necessarily mean, oh, this person's sad, so I'm gonna go sit with them and be sad with them. More so, feeling need is, oh, this person's sad because they are without. And so I'm going to show them a different perspective so that they don't feel without. Let's say the person is sad. Something that you can do is smile. Something, okay, let's say they don't smile. They don't want to smile. They don't want to feel happy. Give them a hug. Show them that you care. Show them passion or compassion. But I'm about to go on a tangent. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to get. What I got out of our conversation this morning with my mentor. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay not to have everything set in stone. It's okay not to it's okay to dream but not know how to build, or or it's okay to desire to paint and not know how to draw. Like, it's okay to fall and bruise your knee. But the problem becomes when you don't want to get up. Or once you get up, you laugh at the people who fall right next to you instead of opening up your hand and giving them a hand. So yeah, integrity plays a big role in not only life, but God's character. I love that. I love that. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to talk for too long. I just wanted to give you some fruit. Don't shoot the messenger. And if you know more than me, comment, man. Put me on some game. I feel like this is a learning environment. All I can do is learn more and grow.